graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with JJ. Our 69th stream that we've done this year. Hopefully you're doing very well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. We do every Phillies game, as we just mentioned. We do it like a radio play-by-play style, but we also interact with you guys because you guys are the best. You guys are awesome. I love you all so much. We got Christopher Sanchez taking on Bowden Francis today. The Phillies looked really dominant last night. I know that we did not get to cover last night's game. I was out and I had to attend. I had to attend something, but I did watch the highlights. Thank you all for supporting Philly halftime too. That is our friend, and he did a really good job with last night's game for sure. But in regards to what happened last night, the Phillies looked really dominant out there. Maybe I should take off more. Maybe that's what needs to happen because they not only shut out the Blue Jays, but they were absolutely dominant. And they played a very, very good baseball. Ranger Suarez went 7 innings. He had 6 strikeouts, but 4 hits allowed, no runs, 1 walk. It was a complete game by the Phillies. Offensively speaking, they didn't just put their eggs in one basket in one inning. They did a very good job at just being consistent with their offense. They put up 4 runs in the bottom of the second, including what was a big 3-run homer by Kyle Schwarber. That was nice to see. They got an extra run in the 6th, and then they added on, and they got 3 more in the 8th. Trey Turner also made a very good defensive play yesterday. That was nice to see as well. So it was good for the Phillies to just have a nice little complete game. How about that slide, too, by Bryson Stott in last night's 8th inning? That was a very good slide as well. Just wanted to point that out there, too. They were doing the little things correctly in last night's game, and hopefully they can just continue to pick up where they left off. That's really all that I ask. They destroyed Bowden Francis the last time that they played them, which was last week, and if they can sort of put a similar duplicate that type of a performance against him, I think that that's going to help the Phillies win the series today against the Blue Jays. Let's get into this live stream. All right, comment. What are your final score predictions? Make sure that you guys comment them down below. Also, who are your standout players for this afternoon? So my final score prediction for today is going to be 7-2 Phillies. 7-2 Phillies is my final score prediction. And my standout player today, I'm going to go with Otto Kemp. I think Otto Kemp is going to have a good day today, and he will get you at least a couple of hits. He will also drive in a couple of runs as well, and he is my standout guy today. It's easy to go with Schwarber. It's easy to go with Sanchez. It's easy to go with Trey, and Trey's been hitting the ball better. JT has also been hitting the ball better over his last 4 games. But, yes, I'm going to go with Otto Kemp as my standout player for today. That's what I'm going to go with. But let me know, who are your standout players? Who do you guys think is going to make an impact this afternoon? Let me know down below. I will get to your comments in just a couple of seconds. I want to announce the starting lineups. That's what we're going to do right now. Bichette for the Toronto Blue Jays will be leading things off. So the Blue Jays lineup, it'll be this. Bichette batting in the leadoff spot. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. batting second. Alejandro Kirk hitting third. And then it's George Springer batting in the cleanup spot. Fifth is Ernie Clement. And then you got Davis Schneider batting sixth. He's playing over at second base. Miles Straw is batting seventh. Jonathan Clase is hitting eighth. And Taylor Heineman, who's catching, is going to be batting ninth. So again for the Jays, it's Bichette, Guerrero, Kirk, Springer, Clement, Schneider, Straw, Clase, and Heineman. And their pitcher will be Bowden Francis. He is going to be out there on the mound today. For the Phillies, their starting lineup, it'll be this. It'll be Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Alec Boehm, Nick Castellanos, Max Kepler, and then it's JT Realmuto, Bryson Stott, Otto Kemp, and Brandon Marsh. So Marsh is out in center, Castellanos is in right, Kepler's in left, and then the infield you got Turner at short, Boehm at third, Stott at second, Kemp at first, and JT's catching, and on the mound is Christopher Sanchez. Crew chief for this afternoon, Edwin Moscasco is going to be the home plate umpire. Tom Hanahan's at first, Chad Whitson's at second, and Chris Guccione is the third base umpire. Let's read some comments. What's up, John? How are you? What's up, John, James, Randy, Matt, Jaden, Katie, David? Appreciate you all for being on here. Bam's also here. Aloha from a rainy Saturday in East Hawaii. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I appreciate you for stopping by, as always. Bam is also here. He says, yo, JJ. Yo, what's up, Bam? Bam, bam. Have a good day. Says, welcome to WWE. You too, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Comment your link down below as well. Zara is here as well. What's up, Zara? What else do we got? It was a good game. Otto is contributing. Yes, he is. He is, and hopefully he continues to do good at the plate and continue to play good over at first base. Everybody's asking, well, what's going to happen when Bryce comes back? Can we just get to when Bryce Harper comes back first, and then we can talk about that? I know, I understand. I get it. I do, because that's going to be something that we have to assess. But for now, we don't have to think about that. For now, let's just wait and see how he does. Maybe he falls off. I don't know. I'm not wishing the guy to not have success, but it's just something to think about. Sanchez this year, 13 starts, a 5-2 record, 83 strikeouts and 72 innings of work. He's had a very, very good year. It feels like we've talked about him almost every single game with how successful he has been this year. This is a guy who has three pitches, a sinker, a changeup, and a slider. That changeup has been really nasty this year. Batters are just hitting 126 against that changeup. It's the best changeup in baseball, arguably. And his slider has overall been pretty good. His numbers were better against the slider. Guys weren't hitting as high. Now it's up to 233. But over the last two outings, I would say it's been a lot better. It really has. And let's see how he does today against a Jays lineup who is hungry. A Jays lineup who is looking to try to get a win, trying to compete in the AL East. I will tell you that in the month of June, Christopher Sanchez has a 2.08 ERA in 13 innings of work, and he also has 13 strikeouts, which is pretty good. It is pretty good. Let's get this up. Well, we gotta wait, I guess, another second or so. Yes. What's up? What's going on, Bruce? How are you, my friend? Appreciate you for stopping on by. There's John Schneider in his fourth season as Blue Jays manager. Has a .529 winning percentage, 247 wins on the season for him. And here we go. Phillies are in their cream uniforms, cream tops, cream bottoms, and the first pitch is outside for ball one, and we are underway, baby. Yes, we are. 58 people tuning on in. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. come on in, take your shoes off, ring the bell, hit the thumbs up button, and hit the subscribe button, and sit back and relax and enjoy the ball game. The pitch. That's taken on the outside edge for strike one. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Bichette hitting .271 on the season with 8 homers and 40 RBI. The 1-1 is taken down for ball 2. I might be a little bit ahead. I might be a little bit behind. But regardless, make sure that your TV is in sync. Do not spoil the game. Have a good time on here. And that's all that I ask. 2-1. That's chopped foul over towards the first base side. Don't call me Francis, call me Psycho. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bo Bichette. Bo is just 1 for 6 against Sanchez with 2 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch. This one is chopped foul. He's 27 years old now. His 8 homers on the season, 40 RBI. He went 0 for 4 in last night's game. Ended up striking out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez comes set, kicks, fires. There's a 97-mile-per-hour sinker that is fouled off. Again, over towards the first base side. We talked about how great the changeup has been. Well, Sanchez is second in all of baseball in strikeouts with the changeup, just behind Tariq Skubal, who's considered to be the best pitcher in baseball. 2-2 on the way. There's a line drive foul ball. Bichette in the month of June, just batting .234. Has 11 hits and 47 at-bats. 1 homer, which came against the Phillies. That was on June 5th. 2-2. Popped up over towards the right field side, and Castellanos runs out of room. And it's still a 2-2 count. Blue Jays are 4.5 games behind the Yankees in the AL East. They're also 1 game above the Rays and 4 above Boston and about 9.5 in front of Baltimore. Have a 30-31 record. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 9th pitch of the at-bat, here it is. Swing and a miss. Bo Bichette went guessing on a slider that just came running inside. And Christopher Sanchez gets his first strikeout victim of the afternoon. Let's go. Very nice. Certainly had a lot of life to it. And I think that that's what we're going to be in store for today. 1 out. And vladdy Guerrero comes up, and he swings and misses at a changeup that was heading low. Vladdy has had some success against the Phillies. 6 homers, 14 RBI. And a .270 at average, 0-1 pitch. Line drive as Sanchez has to duck under the baseball, and it goes over to Stott, who plays it on a hop, throws it over to first. It's in time, and Sanchez shares a little laugh with JT and is like, I'm okay. Gotta react quickly, that's for sure. So 2 up, 2 down in this top of the first inning. Again, folks, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. What are your final score predictions? Who are your standout players for today? 2 up, 2 down, and Alejandro Kirk is up at the plate. And the pitch, that's taken down and in for a ball. What's up? What's up, Shante? PJ's here. I'm late, but Otto Kemp is my pick. Very nice. Aunt Janice, how are you? Shout out to Aunt Janice. 1-0. That's outside for ball 2. Kirk has raised his average. He did not start the year off strong. I know that because I had him as a fantasy pick. Then after I drop him, he starts hitting. That's just what happens. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. It's picked up by Stott. The throw over to first is in time, and there is out number 3. I'm going to reset the TV. It's glitching a little bit, so I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you very, very soon. All right, let's see if this works better. Shout out to Mike Sports Vibes. Mike Sports Vibes ballin'. What's going on, my friend? I'm happy to see you on here. You're the man. Comment your link down below. We're going to the bottom of the first. Phillies lineup, it'll be Turner, Schwarber, Bohm, Castellanos, Kepler, Realmuto, Stott, Kemp, and Marsh. First pitch to Trey Turner. Say it's never a called strike. Let's see what's going on with the cable. I don't know what's going on. Let's turn it off and we'll turn it back on. It was acting a little bit slow today. Next pitch. And it's a 0-2 count. Might have to reset it again, I guess. Okay. Nope, we can pull up the YouTube TV side of things, I guess. Where is it? YouTube TV. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon too. So Turner just got himself out as he flied out over to center field. And so, after 3 pitches, there's 1 out. We'll fix it again after the inning. And now Schwarber's up, and he stares at a slider or a splitter that misses low. Jays defense, it'll be this. It'll be Springer in right, Straw in center, Clase in left. As far as the outfielders go, the 1-0 pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 2. Vladdy's over at first, and then it's Schneider at second, Bichette at short, and Clement at third. Hyman is catching, and Bowden Francis is on the mound. 2-0 pitch. That's way up high for ball 3. And that'll make the count now 3-0. Weird. Guess I'll have to reset it again. 3-0 pitch on the way, and that's taken for strike 1. To Kyle Schwarber. What's up, folks? Love you too, man. He says, God bless. God bless you, my guy. You're the man. 3-1 to Kyle Schwarber. And he fouls off what would have been ball 4. When does Bryce come back? They don't have a timetable yet. No timetable. 3-2 pitch to Schwarber, and he rips this one over towards the first base side. That's played on a bounce by Vladdy, and he picks it up and tags the bag for out number 2. Francis with a 4-seamer, a splitter, a curveball, and a slider. He got absolutely shelled the last time that the Phillies played him, which was the first game of their regular season series a week ago. So 2 up, 2 down. Fios TV 1 lost connection. Well, of course it did, because I can't see the game. The pitch is taken down for a ball. I'm watching on my phone. Bohm has a 4-game hitting streak, and during that time is 8 for 17. And the 1-0 pitch is inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is taken inside for ball 3. Over his last 10 games, Bohm is batting .385. And during that stretch, 15 hits and 7 runs batted on in. Francis will get set at the belt, and he fires a fastball right down Broad Street for strike 1. Returning to normal viewing. Oh, it actually works now. So the 3-1 pitch is fouled off for strike 2. Now we can close that and look back at the TV. Nice. Francis comes set again, and the payoff pitch, and Bohm is going to fly this one out towards left center field. Not that deep at all. Straw goes towards the alleyway and will make the catch. And the inning is over. The side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Phils. And we're heading to the top of the second. No score at the Citizens Bank Park. All right, folks. Did we get rid of the spammer? No. Hide user on this channel. There we go. Got it. Very good. Very, very good. You're probably over on the vertical stream. That's why nobody saw you. Yes, that's exactly why nobody saw you. All right, folks. Yes. So we're going to the top of the second inning. Phillies played very well yesterday. And I want to know, as they played their most complete game in what seems to have been forever, by forever, that means 3 weeks ago, but forever in baseball, 3 weeks ago in baseball is, that is a while. That is a while. And so I want to know, because they have been playing better in 3 of their last 4 games. They won a series against the Cubs. They played very well yesterday. Is your attitude starting to shift a little bit towards the Phillies? For those of you that were not feeling so good, are you starting to feel a sense of relief? Are you starting to feel a sense of optimism, like that the Phillies are righting the ship? Where do you stand? Where do you stand on that? I would like to hear your thoughts about that down below. They are who they are, is still what I say. But the one thing that I will accept is that they were playing very bad baseball, and that, I think, was their worst. I do. I think that was their worst type of baseball, and I felt like it wasn't ever going to get better. I think that I was a little bit reactionary to it, but we had every right to feel that way, and we still do. We don't have to all earn their trust. But where do you stand with this team right now? Are you starting to see that they are a better baseball team? Did you think that what they gave you before this little stretch here, for this little spurt, if you will. Do you think that they're playing better? Is really my question. Are you starting to build their trust back? 1-1 strike. Christopher Sanchez pitching the second inning through 14 pitches in the first. And the 1-1, this one is going to be ripped foul and out of play over towards the right field side. I'll read some comments. Again, please talk to me and let me know what you guys think down below. All right. David says, if they sweep, then I'm feeling good going into the Marlins series. 1-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. And there's strikeout number 2 for Christopher Sanchez. Very nice. Good stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Hit that thumbs up button. The reason why we always preach that is because the more people that engage with the content, the more people that we can reach out to on this stream, which is great. Here's Ernie Clement hitting .280 on the season. He'll stare at a changeup that's in the dirt. Springer and Bichette have both struck out. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's outside at 95 for ball 2. Sanchez, the last time that he played against the Blue Jays, he went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, did 4 walks, 1 earned run, and 4 strikeouts. Pitch on the way. There's a fly ball. It's hit out over towards right field. It's carrying. It's going back over towards the track, and it hits off the wall. And a stand-up double is going to be made by Ernie Clement. Luckily enough, that did stay on in the ballpark. Castellanos couldn't really, he just ran out of room. And it hit the former out-of-town scoreboard. Thought maybe he would have a chance to track it down. And he did not. So it's a stand-up double for Ernie Clement. Luckily enough, it stayed on in the ballpark. Davis Schneider from Voorhees, New Jersey is coming up. And he takes it inside and low for a ball. Did I ever tell you guys that his mom was one of my teachers? Davis is 7 for 18 against the Phillies. Just as a 194 average, though, this year. I'm sure that she's at the ballpark. Shout out to Mrs. Schneider. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Randy says, I still feel good. They're an up-and-down team. They keep you on your feet. They do. That's right. That's the Phillies. 1-1 strike. And the 1-1, that's a strike called on the upper tier of the zone. 126 concurrent viewers on here. And we have 51 likes. Keep them coming. 1-2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch timer. And the 1-2 is in the dirt for ball 2. You know, the first season, people were starting to call it pitch timer. I don't know who called it that, but nobody says that anymore. I just think that that's funny. That's sort of like a terminology that we don't necessarily use. I mean, do people still use it? Do you think that people still use it? Have you heard people still say pitch timer? 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Sanchez. 2 strikeouts in this inning as he got Springer and Davis on both changeups. And Miles Straw is coming up. I'm changing my player of the game to Bohm. 2 out, stop at the second. Here's Miles Straw. And he'll line this one out over to left field, rounding third, and coming over to the plate. The throw is not in time. It's an RBI single as Clement does score. It's 1-0 Toronto on a fastball right down the middle, and Straw able to capitalize and punch it out to left field, and the Blue Jays do strike first. Straw is over at second as he did advance on the throw to home plate. It is an RBI single, though, for Toronto. That actually bounced right off of Bohm's glove. He was just a hair late towards that ball. And then Kepler's throw, there was just no chance that he was going to get Clement. Two outs and a runner on at second. And Sanchez throws a sinker that's in there at 95 for strike one. Jonathan Clase is up, batting in the 8th spot. Just a .214 hitter. 0-1 pitch on the way, and there's a high fly ball hit out to deep left field. Thank goodness it'll stay in the ballpark. And Kepler is there, and he'll make the catch just in front of the warning track. Looked like it was going to carry with the way that they were showing it, but it stayed on in the park, and we're going to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Toronto, thanks to an RBI single from Miles Straw. Okay. All right, going to the bottom of the second. Trey Turner, oh, no, never mind. I was going to say Trey Turner in last night's game, and then I realized I was on the wrong game. I went back to Christopher Sanchez's game that he pitched against Toronto, which was the very first game of the regular season series, and Turner did have 2 homers in that game. Last night, though, Trey Turner did make a really nice defensive play. Also did drive on in a run in the 8th inning, which was good to see as well. His average is back up to .302 heading on into this game. But yeah, good stuff so far. Tomorrow, Jose Berrios will be facing Zach Wheeler. And hopefully rain does not factor on into tomorrow afternoon's game. They do say that rain is in the forecast according to AccuWeather. Can't always trust it, but they do have that in the forecast for tomorrow. All right, 1-0 Toronto as we go to the bottom of the second. And Phillies are coming up to the plate. The Orioles are down 2-1 to Los Angeles. The Angels, that is, they lead at 2-1 in the top of the second. White Sox and Rangers are scoreless as they're in the bottom of the second. Mets and Rays are currently in a rain delay. It's raining out in Queens. And the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead out in Milwaukee in the bottom of the first. Braves are playing the Colorado Rockies. Strider is on the mound for Atlanta, and he looked really good in that first inning. Pitch. And that's taken on the outside corner, but umpire Edwin Moscasco was distracted as the catcher, Heineman, dropped the ball. And he called it the ball. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. 1-0 pitch to Castellanos, and there is a fly ball. He'll hit this one out over to deep right center field. That's going back over towards the track, but Springer just has enough room, and he'll make the catch right in front of the wall. Phillies have 22 wins at home this year. It was a very deep fly out for Castellanos. The over-under for this game is at 7.5 runs. ESPN says that it's favored to go under 7.5. The pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. This is Max Kepler, who has 24 RBI. First pitch was taken for a ball. Second pitch is outside for ball 2. Hey, JJ, let's do this. Let's get another dub. What's up, Big Mo? Big Mo's here. What's up, Big Mo? 2-0 pitch to Kepler, and he yanks this one down the first base line. That is a foul ball. And the ball girl has to go chase after it. It took her by surprise. It just hit the backstop over by first base, and then it bounced off the chair and just went on over towards the center of right field. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Kepler goes golfing after a splitter that was running in the dirt. Losing Alvarado, Harper is banged up. JT out a couple times. Kent and Otto coming up. They're just playing good. They're playing good and making adjustments. They will come together and get it done, says Michael. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the second. Phillies down 1-0, and Kepler will foul off the splitter. And it's still a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 pitch. It's up high and outside for ball 3. So nobody answered my question about pitch timer. Do you still hear anybody else say pitch timer? Or was that just like the first season the pitch clock was incorporated? Was that just the terminology for that year? Was that yesteryear's term? 3-2 on the way, and a called strike 3, even though it looked a little bit high. It was a good pitch, though, by Bowden Francis nonetheless. And there's 2 outs. Nice curveball thrown there. He got the call. It was just a matter of that. And I'll tell you what, Hyman did a good job at selling the call. All right. So 2 up, 2 down. Phillies still looking for their first hit of the afternoon. And JT is up to bat. Two outs here in the bottom of the second. And they're going to call a batter violation on JT for not stepping into the box in time. So he's behind in the count 0-1, and he takes the next pitch that's in there for strike 2. Oh, 2 on the way, swing and a miss, and JT strikes out and does it on 2 pitches. We're going to the top of the third inning. 1-0 Toronto. Another 1-2-3 inning. I hear pitch clock once in a while, not as much as last year by far. Are you saying pitch timer or pitch heimer? Pitch timer. The timer. That's what I'm saying. 136 people tuning on in. Wake up, people. Come on. We have 59 likes. Let's get to 133. We were at 136. Now it's down to 133. That's all right, though. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button. I really want us to get more and more people on here. And the only way to do that is for you guys to hit the like button. So let's go. Let's go. We're on the verge of hitting 6,100 subscribers. We are 81 subscribers away from doing so. If you guys can spread the word, I would appreciate it. I don't have any sponsors right now on my channel, and the only advertising that I do is for myself. So we go ad-free, except when YouTube plays the ads, and then I just put in the word for myself. That's all I do. There's not a lot of people that do that. And, if those are the only types of commercials, I think that you guys will take that. So Christopher Sanchez will head back out there for the third inning. He'll face 9-1-2 in the batting order. That's Hyman, Bichette, and Vladdy. There's a baby girl rocking some cool sunglasses. Also has a little Philly fanatic that she's holding with the pinstripe jersey. See a lot of powder blues. You see the City Connect uniforms and some red on red. Red Phillies text with the red Phillies shirts. It's pretty cool. I've only heard or said pitch clocks, says Larry. First pitch is in there for a strike. That's probably because you're used to me talking every day. So I guess that makes sense. This is Tyler Heineman who's up at the plate. 0-1. And I'll foul this one off. Is that an umbrella hat? I've never seen that before. Is that like a new trend? 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Heineman strikes out. And Sanchez records his fourth strikeout of the afternoon. I don't ever hear anyone say pitch timer if that's what you're asking. That's good. Because I heard it a lot during the first year. An umbrella hat. That's really interesting. Those are cool. Old school, like the beer helmet. Are we bringing back the umbrella hats? Even though I've never seen them before. First pitch was taken low to Bo. Next pitch is in there for strike one. I would 100% wear an umbrella hat if I had one, says Big Mo. They're cool. Maybe I'll do this as a merch drop. 1-1. This one's grounded towards the right side. Stop picks it up, fires it over to first. There's out number 2. Why is pitching timer a topic? I don't know. Do you want to change the topic? We can. We can change it. 2 outs, top of the third. Vladdy's up. What do you want to talk about? The pitch on the way. That's fouled off. Ken is 0-1. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch to Vladdy. Ground ball past the dive of Turner out to center field for a base hit. There's a 2-out single by Vladdy. That's the first hit for Vladdy today. It's now 1 for 2. Randy says that they had them in the 70s. Well, I think that they're cool. Comes Alejandro Kirk. And he takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Listen to this. Clayton Kershaw, this is according to David Vaseg. Okay. Kershaw enters tonight's game just 17 strikeouts shy of becoming just the 4th left-handed pitcher in MLB history to have 3,000 strikeouts. Pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike. Kirk is on a 8-game hitting streak. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, left a little bit inside, but it's taken for strike 2. Anybody want to guess who the only other lefties to have 3,000 strikeouts in MLB history are? Anyone want to take a crack at it? One ball, 2 strikes. 2 away, top of the third. And the 1-2 is outside for ball 2. Correct, Doug. That is really crazy. Toss bat to first, 9 time. Carlton's 1. That's correct. How about the other 2? Randy. Good. 2-2. This one's grounded back over towards the left side of the mound. Sanchez has it, throws it over to first. It's in time. We're going to the bottom of the third, folks. 1-0 Toronto. Warren? No. Nope. Nope. One more guess. One more. The other left-handed pitcher to have 3,000 strikeouts in MLB history besides Carlton, Johnson, and Clayton Kershaw, who's now 17 strikeouts shy of becoming the 4th player. Was it Lefty Grove? No. That was a funny one. CC Sabathia. CC Sabathia. Everybody forgets that CC Sabathia was a left-handed pitcher. But CC Sabathia was the answer. You overthought it. You overthought it. Jack typed it in. Yep. All right. We're going to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Toronto. Eagles 1977 says who? CC Sabathia. CC is a Hall of Fame pitcher. Played with the Yankees, the Brewers, Cleveland. I first got to know him when he was on the Cleveland Indians. Played with Cliff Lee. Bottom of the third. And the pitch. That's taken on the outside corner for a strike. Josh Barfield on that team. Grady Sizemore. I think is now a coach. 0-1 to Bryson Stott. This one's going to be sent out over towards left center field. And getting under it to make the grab for the first out of the inning is Jonathan Clase. There's out number 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I have 159 people tuning on in, 71 likes. Let's get to 100 by the end of this inning. Let's go. Come on. Kemp is batting .358 in his last 4 games. Has a .765 OPS. And he takes inside for ball 1. Can't deny it, though, Larry. He was a great pitcher. Still was a great pitcher. I mean, he might not be like one of the best left-handed pitchers of all time, but he was a phenomenal pitcher. One ball, one strike. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball. It's not that hard to hit the light button. Nope. It ain't hard. It ain't hard at all. Whoever just subscribed, thank you. Shout yourself down below. Shout yourself out down below. One ball, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. That splitter was pretty nasty from Bowden Francis. And his 3rd strikeout comes against Otto Kemp. So he has struck out 3 of the last 4 Phillies that he has faced. And Brandon Marsh is coming up. Blue Jays are without Nick Sandlin, Nathan Lukes, Dalton Varsho. They have the injury bug on them. The pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit out to left center field. Brandon Marsh will be held to a single as it's played on a hop by Clase. And the first Phillies hit of the ball game comes in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. And Trey Turner is coming up as the Phillies will flip the lineup card. The Fightins are 4.5 games back of the New York Mets. They are also 9.5 games above the Braves. Braves are 8 games under 500. They are 30-38. Here's Trey. First pitch, swing and a miss on a curveball that was in the dirt. It bounced in front of Heineman, but not too far away for Marsh to advance. Let's get those likes up, man. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. The ball is 1 strike to Trey Turner. Francis gets set at the belt, and the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Jays today have 3 hits, 4 total bases, 2 runners left on base. Phillies have 1 hit, and of course 1 base runner. The ball is 2 strikes, and the 0-2 is just high for a ball. In last night's game, the Phillies did indeed have 10 hits. Here comes the 1-2 delivery to Turner. He'll bounce this one over to short. It's backhanded by Bichette. He'll throw it over to first. And it's in plenty of time for out number 3. No runs, 1 man left. We played 3 frames and go to the 4th. 1-0 Toronto. Okay. Gosman got the loss last night. He's now 5-5 on the year. He went 5 innings, gave up 4 earned runs, all of them which came in the 2nd inning. He did strike out 7 Philly batters. Walked 4. And Ranger, of course, went 7. And also had 6 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed. No runs, 1 walk. Phillies were also 5 for 10 with runners in scoring position last night. They did pretty good. There's Rally House. I like Rally House. It's a good place to go buy Sixers, Phillies, Eagles, and Flyers gear. They also have the college stuff too. Let's read some chats. If you guys want to text on into the JJ hotline or call on into the hotline anytime you can, we will be doing a post-game show today. We can take live phone calls from you guys. We can also take voicemail messages, and we take text messages too. Call, text, hit the hotline anytime, please. What's going on? What are we talking about? Tommy John? Once I notice there's a like button on the super chats, I always hit it. You always hit the like. Cool. It's a nice thing to do. It is. People are very generous. They don't have to donate. They don't. It's a very nice thing. Top of the 4th. Sanchez is going to face George Springer. And the pitch is a 96-mile-per-hour fastball that's in there for strike 1. Mets are still in a rain delay. 0-1 is the count. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That'll make the count now 0-2. Springer's average now at .252. He has driven in 31 runs. And I'll bounce the 0-2 pitch foul. He is third on the team, or second on the team in runs scored. And is second on the team in doubles. First in homers, though. No balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez kicks, fires, and it's down for a ball. Springer now needs 29 more homers to get to 300. He's also a 67 RBI away from 800. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's been in the league since 2014. Obviously played the first 6 or 7 seasons with the Houston Astros. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's a check swing foul ball. He's 35 now. He'll be 36 in September. 1-2 pitch from Sanchez. This one's going to be flipped out over towards left field. Kepler's on the run, though, and he makes the basket catch over towards the wall, and there's out number 1. Looks like he was in front of the pitch. It still hit it all the way to the warning track. Oof. Hit that thumbs up button, people. We're at 82. Let's go. Let's get to 100 by the end of the 4th. Did we just get a super chat? Did I miss a super chat? There we go. We got a $5 super chat from Jack. I don't know why we didn't get notified about that. I apologize, Jack. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out in the top of the 4th in the pitch. There's a line drive base hit out over to left field. And Clement is going to get on with a single. Phillies don't seem to value defense enough. Kepler, West, and Casty are big liabilities with not enough slug to offset it. I mean, I feel like you're a broken record, man. Because you do say it all the time. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. Not saying that you're wrong at all. One out, top of the 4th. And the pitch on the way to Schneider. This one's flat out over towards straightaway center field. Marsh is there, and he'll make the catch. I find it interesting, okay? I know that the way that players are treated now are differently, and it's a different sport, but Charles Barkley was on 97.5 The Fanatic yesterday. And he was telling a story about how he went to go see Joel Embiid back in, I think he said it was 2017. I forget what it was. It was him and Billy Cunningham that had a chance to go on over there. And Brett Brown was the coach. And it was the first training camp practice that the Sixers had, and Embiid was sitting out. They were doing some light workouts, and Joel was just sitting out. And Billy said, "We gotta leave. We gotta leave." The pitch is in there for a strike. And he told this story yesterday because we were talking about Joel Embiid's condition. They were talking about Joel Embiid's conditioning. And they were just talking about how players, back in the 80s or the 90s, when they didn't really have a lot of leeway, and it was more about the coaches and how tough they were on the players. That shaped Charles Barkley into the person that he is today. And it's just interesting to me. And I bring it back to this because I feel like in baseball it's sort of the same thing. 0-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th. All right, 1-0 Toronto. And the Phillies are coming back up. So you kind of question to yourself, well, are they really going over drills? Are they Are they working? Are they doing what they have to in order to become better ball players? And we question that all the time, especially with the outfielders, because it's one thing to be slow. It's another thing to just not go over things during practices, during routines and off days and that type of stuff. And that's the one thing that I question, not just about the Phillies, but just throughout baseball in general. And I think it's a valid question. I think that it's something that we have every right to ask, and I don't think that we'll find out a direct answer about that, but we can, from what journalists and what people are saying about every team, I think that we can sort of come to the conclusion that training is different. It's a different world. It's a different type of game, and not just baseball, but in all the other sports too. All right. Going to the bottom of the fourth. What's going on? What's up, Snow? How are you? How are you, my friend? But it goes back to Jack's question, right? It goes back to Jack's thing. Like, dude, the Phillies don't seem to value defense enough, right? Kepler, Wesson, Nick are big liabilities with not enough slug to offset it. What's up, Snow? How are you, my friend? Here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate, and he yanks this one down the first base line. It's a foul ball. Count is 0-1. We have 84 likes. Let's go. Let's get to 100, man. Keep the likes coming. Keep them coming, baby. 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. 15 more away till we get to 100. Let's get to 100 by the end of the fourth. I want us to get to 300 today. I want us to break records, guys. I do. I really want us to break records here. And the only way to do that is if we get more people to engage in the chat and get more people to hit the thumbs up button. That's it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. Three seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back over towards the screen. Fever 90, Liberty 82. Nice. You got the call on your channel? Let's go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Schwarber, another foul ball. Yeah, JJ, just tapping in, and I'm just tapping in to keep my streak alive. I'm out on the road with my family right now. We just stopped at a rest stop. Hope you have a great day, and you fire up the Phillies bats. Appreciate you, man. What's up, Mr. Dino? Shout out to you. Hopefully you're having a very good trip. Hopefully you're not hitting a lot of rain. The weather's nice. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. 1-2 is taken down for a ball. Very nice crowd at Citizens Bank Park. 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. He went around, and Kyle Schwarber's down on strikes. So 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. And now Al Bohm is up. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1. That's low and outside for ball 1. Oh, you know what? I bet you I forgot to do this. Put this back on. 1-1 pitch is down again for ball 2. Two-one delivery. Ground ball hit over to third base. Throw over to first in time. 5-3 on the putout. I know why it didn't show up, because Botrix is not showing up today. 91. Let's get up to 100. We're so close, folks. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 9 more. Casty batting .282. So for 1 today. And he taps the first pitch foul. Strider gave up a 2-out single to Tyler Freeman in the third after retiring the first 8 batters. And he struck out Hilliard to give him what is now 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. Mets just got started. They're in a long rain delay. 1-1 pitch. Another foul ball over towards the visitors' dugout, and the bat boy got it. Came right over to him. Marlins did beat the Nationals 4-3 today. And the Cubs won against Pittsburgh 2-1. The Reds absolutely demolished Detroit. 11-1 is the final score. Jack Flaherty pitched. His ERA skyrocketed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. And the 2-2 to Castellanos. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 5 more, baby. 5 more. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Casty, another foul ball. That's hit out of play. I got to tell you, I am pumped for tonight's game. I've been keeping up with the whole entire series. And Draisaitl's shot in OT was awesome. Oh, what a series. Insane. Payoff pitch. It's low and outside for ball 4. And the Phillies have their second base runner of the afternoon. And so Casty gets on with a 2-out walk. And now bring up Max Kepler to the plate. Pitch on the way. That's taken for a strike. What's up, James? You bored? What's boring to you, the game or the stream? Or both? The ball is 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. It's up high for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way is going to bounce in the dirt. And it's inside for ball 2. The game, says James. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is down for ball 3. Need some water. Three balls, one strike to Kepler. The 3-1 pitch is inside for ball 4. One more like, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Charge. Nice. 23 pitches in this inning, and about more than half of them have been balls. 12 to be exact. Listen to this. So Ben Yoel, who covers the Mets, said in a tweet 7 hours ago, "You can't convince me MLB isn't using dead balls." And Andrew McCutchen replied back to his tweet. The pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. He just replied, and he said, "I was told by a rep for MLB that the balls are indeed different this year. They stated, quote-unquote, higher seams, which produces more drag on baseball, causing baseballs to not travel as far as they should." As a throwback over to seconds not in time. When asked why, "I was told every baseball, in quotes, is hand-sewn, so no ball is the same. When I asked if there is something that can be done about correcting the current performance of this year's baseball, I was told," as the pitch is fouled off, "I was told there was nothing that can be done about it this season. But they are working hard on getting to the bottom of why the seams are higher." So yeah, you're not wrong, Ben. I had no clue. 1 ball, 1 strike to JT. And there is a foul ball. McCutchen actually saw that tweet too. And he replied to it. They have higher seams, and it produces, again, as he said, more drag on the baseball, causing the balls to not travel as far as they should. 1-2 pitch on the way. And it's taken in the dirt for ball 2 to JT. It's 1-0 Toronto. We're in the bottom of the 4th. There were 2 outs with nobody on, and then Castellanos and Kepler each got on with back-to-back walks. Francis comes set above the belt. Kicks, deals in the 2-2. It's going to hit JT right on the elbow, and bases are going to be loaded. Here we go. Here comes Stott. Wake him up, baby! Wakey, wakey! Rise and shine. We got some work to do, Phillies. Tell them to wake up, man. It's time to wake up. We've been here before, though. I don't have any hope. Okay. You don't have to have hope. You don't have to have hope. But let's go. Stott's up. And the first pitch is taken inside and low for a ball. Another $5 super chat from Jack. If you watch Casty throw, he seems like a quarterback throwing the bomb Always seems like he has a sore shoulder. He and Bohm are two of the slowest in baseball. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that's up high for ball 2. Thanks for the $5 super chat, my friend. I'm pessimistic. It's okay. It's fine. I understand. I'm not telling anybody to be optimistic or pessimistic. Feel however you want to feel. Let's go. I'm ready. I just want to run. 2-0 pitch to Stott. It's up high for ball 3. Give me the stop signs, baby. Give me the stop signs. Show them in the chat. Three balls, no strikes to Stott. 3-0 pitch on the way, and he takes a strike right down Broad Street. And it's a 3-1 count. I'm still going to hold up here. Let's go, chat. Come on. Come on, baby. 3-1 pitch to Stott. It's popped up over towards foul ground, and it'll go out of play. Five full counts for Bowden Francis. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Stott. Up high for ball 4, and the Phillies bring home a run. 3 walks and a hit by pitch, all with 2 outs. And we're tied 1-1. Comes Otto Kemp. The pitch to Otto outside, and the count is 1-0. Charge! One to 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Still 2 outs, and the 1-0 pitch, here it is. It's a curveball that's at the knees for strike 1. What's up, Shane? One to Otto. It hits him! And the Phillies get another run home. 2-1, Philadelphia. Alrighty. Alright, one sec. We got a pitching change, and we can fix our microphone. There we go. Okay. We fixed it before. Don't know why it happened again. Don't know why it happened again. We're just cut on out. But whatever. I guess we'll have to do it again. I have to get rid of some scenes on here. I know what I gotta do. What's up, Max? How are you? How are you, my friend? 2-1, Philadelphia. Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties. Sorry about the audio. It is what it is. And now they're going to take him out. Sound is good again. Yep, I got it. We got it back up. Okay. We got to get rid of some of our sources, I see. We have too many sources open. 231 people on here watching, and we're still not out of the bottom of the 4th. Hit the thumbs up button. We have 114 likes, baby. Yeah. Yes, sir. Come on, Schwarber. Pitch and change. In the bottom of the fourth. Schwarber's not up yet. It's Brandon Marsh. There were 2 outs with nobody on. Schwarber struck out. Bohm grounded out to third. And then Casti and Kepler both walked. JT got hit by a pitch. Stott walked. And Otto Kemp got hit by a pitch. There we go. 2-1 Phils. Still not a lot of action, but it's building up. If only Schwarber was up. Well, hey, that's what would happen if we had the golden bat error. If we had the golden bat rule, and none of you guys want that. So I don't want it either. But then we don't have to worry about this problem. Brendan Little is going to pitch. I have a feeling Marsh is getting a grand slam here, says Court of First Fruits Intense. If that does happen, you need to become a member. If that happens, you better buy a membership. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. And the pitch on the way is taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. Little's pitching, and the 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. It's a stupid little league type rule. It's not stupid. No balls, 2 strikes. I'm kidding. I don't like it. 0-2 pitch, and Marsh holds his horses as it bounces in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 to Marsh. That's going to bounce away from the catcher. The throw to the plate. Is he out? He is. Oh, man. He is out. JT thought about going. Didn't even throw the ball, Hyman. And he just tagged him out himself. Sorry, the screen froze. And that's how the inning ends. It was a wild pitch, and JT wanted to come home, and he got swiped right on the shoulder, the right shoulder, that is. And that's how the 4th inning comes to an end. We're going to the top of the 5th, folks. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. What's the golden bat, JJ? Larry just explained it. He did a good job of explaining it, actually. Yeah, if you wanted Bryce Harper to come up in any order of the spot, doesn't matter where he was hitting, you could have him come up at any time. Even if he's playing in the game. Does he have to be in the lineup or remain in? Doesn't matter. He can come out, and then the Phillies could use him. I don't know how they would set up that golden bat rule, but in any rule for a golden bat, that would be the case. It's someone who's already in the lineup. I don't know if I heard that, but you could be right. I'm not going to bet against you. The pitch is taken in there for a strike. This is Jonathan Clase, who's up. The ball is 1 strike. Top of the 5th. Did you guys miss me yesterday? I just have to ask all the time. Did you guys miss me yesterday? 0-1. That's taken for a ball, even though it should have been called a strike. Correct. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. 1-1, and that's taken in there for a strike. But I was thinking, even if you take somebody out, so like let's just say that you put in Yohan Rojas as a pinch runner, right? And you take Kyle Schwarber out because Kyle Schwarber's slow, and you're in the bottom of the 9th, you're trying to get the winning run, but then it goes into extras. Couldn't you just put Kyle Schwarber back on it? And I guess according to the rules that you heard, no. 1-2 pitch. This one's popped up. It's hit out over towards the outfield, and Stock gets under it and will make the catch over in shallow center field. Called off Marsh. Joe says certainly JJ. Good. Big Mo says, I miss you dearly. Thanks, guys. I did not miss you. I'm just kidding. I missed you. But I had fun. The ball is 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 1. 1-1. That's taken down for ball 2. Quit many times, couldn't find you. Bad mood. Oh, you didn't get my posts? That's why I got to keep the bell icons turned on. 2-1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. You missed the game completely, no notification. It's weird. If you press the bell icon, little drop-down arrow, you should be able to switch it to personalized notifications instead of all notifications. And if you set it to personalized notifications, you get all my notifications. Not just for like when I go live for the Phillies, but when I do, when I upload a video, stuff that you probably don't get notified for. You probably all get notified for the Phillies games, which I'm sure. But if you push it down if you do personalized notifications, it will notify you for everything that I do. All my posts, all my shorts, all my videos. Pitch on the way. That's taken in the dirt for ball 4. And there's a base runner on with 1 out. Good to know, JJ. Thanks. And if the Golden Bat gets the winning hit, that team goes to Dairy Queen, and the losing team has to cry while their moms drive them home from the game. There's no crying in baseball. You don't cry. 1 out, top of the 5th. 206 people on here watching. Let's go, man. 1 away, top of the 5th inning. And the pitch, it's in there for a strike. Keep hitting the thumbs up button. I will check out the personalized feature. Yeah. If you go to the channel and you see like where the bell icon is, there should be a little pull down arrow. There should be. I know it's like an extra step that you have to do, and I get it. It's annoying. The pitch. It's low for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Found it. See if it works, baby. There's crying in Little League. Nope, there's no crying in baseball. There's none. I refuse to believe it. 1-2. Fouled away. That smile on my face says it all. It does. I appreciate that, Big Mo. Thank you, Big Mo. You're so sweet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is Bichette that's up at the plate. Double play ends the inning here. It's a 1-2 count. And the 1-2 pitch is down and in. All right, so we'll put this... We'll close this out. If you're on Twitch, hello. If you're on... That's it. We're not on TikTok right now. They shut us down. Well, they didn't shut us down, but they're not. I had to reapply again. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to short. There should be 2. The throw to second. There's 1. The throw to first. In time for a double play. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Phillies lead it 2-1. Nice job by Turner. They're going over at the phones to see if they should challenge this. And I think that they're going to say, hold up a second. See, is he out? Yeah, he is. I think his right foot just got in there. Jack. Oh, Jack. So, all right, so they're challenging this. John Schneider is challenging the call at first base. So they definitely got the out at second. But did they get the out at first? They're going to look at it. I missed you, JJ. My debit card was suffering withdrawal symptoms. I love you, John. I love you, Jack. Jack, you're the best, dude. I really appreciate you. You're funny. I want you guys to know, and I know that most of you guys know this, but for those of you that are new, like, you don't have to donate. I just, I just do this because I love it, and I'm just hoping that it can help out you guys. So we're still waiting for the call to see if there was an out at first. They're taking their time to look over this. That is so funny. Life is not free. Finally, it's working. We got somebody to join. Nice. We got a membership. Don't know why the super chats aren't working, but okay. That's working. It's a tough call. I can't really say for certain if he's out or safe. If I were to make the call, I would have called him safe. That's not going to be the angle of the show. They're showing right behind the first baseman. So the ruling on the field is overturned, and it's just a 6-4 fielder's choice. Not to get nitpicky here, but I think if Turner would have made a lower throw over to second, Stott did have to get onto his tippy toes to catch that. I think that he just would have been out. Big Mo, you're the best. So 2 away. And Sanchez comes set at the belt. And the pitch is way inside and down for a ball. Life is not free. Well, but love is, in my opinion. And I do really love you guys. 1-0 pitch to Vladdy. Fly ball hit out over the center field. This is trouble. And it goes back over towards the track. It's off the top of the Toyota center wall. 1 run is going to score. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's going to get on by JT. And thank goodness it hit Bichette. Because if Bichette wasn't there, that would have gotten all the way by JT. And Vladdy would have went over to third. So it is an RBI double by Vladdy Guerrero Jr. And the Jays do tie it back 2-2. Not a good pitch by Sanchez. He missed his spot badly. And it just stayed in the ballpark. Excuse me. So now the go-ahead run is over at second base. And the pitch is taken for a ball. It's not what the lady in the it's not what the lady in the Lake City told you. Well, different perspectives. She's a liar. Yariel Rodriguez is warming up in the Jays pen. 2 balls, no strikes to Alejandro Kirk. Sanchez comes set and delivers and throws a strike on the outside corner. Our defense has contributed to both the Jays' runs. But 2 bad pitches, too. Doesn't help when you have extra outs, but you know what? Still need Sanchez to come through. 2-1. This one's chopped foul. Who you taking tonight, Panthers or Oilers? I'm going to tell you, I think it's going to go to the fourth. I think it's going to go to another overtime game. I hope it does. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 pitch. This one is sliced over towards the first base side. Kemp is there and he'll make the catch. Infield actually had him aligned very well there. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 is the score. Be right back in a flash. All right, I turned on subs only mode because I want to see. I do want to see how this goes. I want to see if we get more subscribers this way. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. I'd like to test it out. I'd like to see if we get more subs this way. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Luke Arcani said the Phillies were asked for a scoreboard question. If they could invite one person out to dinner, who would they take? The pitch to Marsh. It's way inside for ball 1. Rangers Suarez's answer was Shakira. Of course it was. Of course it was. Who wouldn't want to take Shakira out to dinner? That's actually a good one. 1-0 pitch. This one's fouled away. Anybody know what my answer would be? I don't know, man. I could take Taylor Swift. I could take Rihanna. I could take Zoe Saldana. I could take anybody. 1-1. Strike 2. I don't even know what my answer would be. Any ideas? $2 super chat. Privately, our starters must bash these guys, says Jack. Thanks again for the super chat. 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit into center field. Brandon Marsh, how about him today with 2 base hits? And he's been very good. So, bottom of the 5th. And a leadoff single for Marsh. What's up, Asia? What's going on? Thanks again, Jack. Nelly Furtado looking good these days. Yeah, Nelly's good. Yeah, I like Nelly. Nelly's good. But I don't know if I were to take like one celebrity out on a date, if it was like my first one, Nelly would not be my first. I apologize, Nelly, because I really like Nelly. Nelly's awesome. 0-1. This one's going to be grounded, or it's actually thrown back over to first, and it gets by Vladdy, and Marsh goes over to second. Huh. They did a terrible job cutting and showing the shots there, but Little was looking back to home, and then he did a little snake eyes, threw it back over to first, and Guerrero Jr. just dropped it. And Brandon Marsh is going to go, or Marsh was able to go on over to second base. And it's no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is outside for a ball. One and 1 is the count to Trey. And the wind up end, the pitch. Foul ball again. That pitch was outside. No spoilers in the chat. That's all I ask. The 1-2 pitch to Turner. It's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 2. So nobody wants to guess who I would take out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch is down for a ball. I could go Ariana Grande. I could go. I don't know. I could go with different people, man. That's tough. Who would you go out with if you were to go out to dinner with a celebrity? 3 balls, 2 strikes. That was the question that was asked on the scoreboard. And Rangers said Shakira. 3-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. It just says, what are we talking about? Well, you probably were typing that, and now you heard it. 3-2 to Turner. Fly ball hit out over to deep right field. That's going back over towards the warning track, and it's going to be caught right at the warning track by Springer. Going over to third base is Brandon Marsh, and he is now 90 feet away from scoring. JJ, your boys tried to hurt Bo. Well, your boys hurt us twice. JT got hit by a pitch, and so did Otto Kemp. So, yeah. Almost tried to hurt Bo when your guys threw at us twice. Infield playing in, and Kyle Schwarber's up at the plate. Here's Schwarber, and the pitch is inside. Throw back to third. Not in time. Can you still hear us? Are we still live? Testing 1, 2, 3. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. Third base coach should have waved Marsh over to third. Interference had already been called. Thanks again for the $5 super chat, man. Pitch on the way. That's outside and low for ball 2. Two balls, one strike to Kyle Schwarber. We have 217 people on in here. Elizabeth Hurley. I don't know Elizabeth Hurley. 2-1. This one's popped up right behind home plate. And the catcher gives it a look and will just make the catch. As Hyman records it for out number 2. Elizabeth Hurley. What about Elizabeth Olsen? Elizabeth Hurley. What was she in? Oh, she was in Austin Powers. Got you. That's where she's from. And she's from Gossip Girl as well. So 2 outs, and we have a pitch and change. Here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-2 in Philadelphia. Ooh. What's up, Dallas? Ew. Ew, that was bad. That was good. Mets are tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They're playing out in Queens, taking on the Rays. Game got started late. Brett Beatty hit a solo homer in the ball game. Josh Lowe also had an RBI single. Braves lead 4-0 against the Colorado Rockies. They're in the bottom of the 6th. The Angels are in Baltimore, and they're up 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th out of Camden Yards. Tonight at 7:15, the Yankees play the Red Sox. And then we have later on tonight, we got the Giants taking on the Dodgers. That'll be at 10:10. The Guardians play the Mariners at 9:40, and the Padres play the Diamondbacks at 7:15. A's lead at 3-0 out of Kauffman Stadium, taking on the Royals. Astros are tied 2-2 as they go to the top of the 7th against the Minnesota Twins. Those are all your scores. White Sox are also winning against the Rangers 2-1. And then 2 other final scores today. Well, 3. Cubs beat the Pirates 2-1. Reds beat the Tigers 11-1. And the Marlins won 4-3 in Washington. 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Let's get to 200 likes. Let's get there. I need us to get to 300 for us to break our record. But let's get to 200 first. Let's go. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. A runner on at third, and time called. Rodriguez is pitching. And we have time called on the mound. Bedazzled. Yeah. Two gone, bottom of the 5th. Go-ahead run is at third. Pitch to Alec. And he just takes it high for a ball. No appeal. It did not even appeal there. Bohm tonight 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. The 1-0 pitch to Alec Bohm. Line drive it out to right field. It is a foul ball. And it was caught off the bounce by a fan. Really nice barehanded catch. And he is pumped up. He got all high fives. It's like, I got it, and he just got out in front of, he had his hand out in front of another guy's glove. Good for him. Bohm is batting .271 with runners in scoring position. One pitch on the way to Bohm. Line drive caught by Schneider at second base. He leaped up. He made the catch, and we're going to the top of the 6th. Still tied 2-2. Springer, Clement, and Schneider are coming up for Toronto. That was a very nice catch by Davis Schneider. Okay. I'm with you about the interference call, too. Should have just kept going over to third. That would have gave the Phillies the lead. But I just want them to win. Look, you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect at all. We all strive for perfection. That's the case. But you're right. Should have went over to third. Jose Quintana just got a warning for plunking Contreras. Wilson Contreras. Isn't Williams on the Brewers, so that's his brother. It's his brother. Is he starting today? Oh, wait. Okay, so there was a collision at first that resulted in some jawing between Wilson Contreras and the Brewers' dugout. And then for retaliation, Quintana got issued a warning for plunking Wilson. Okay. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Let's reset the docs. Cut, delete, apply. Ninja chat. Apply. All right, somebody type. Somebody type. Start off the top of the 6th. And Springer will chop the first pitch that he sees foul. Anybody type. Is it going to come on up? No, it's not coming up. Okay. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Castellanos is there, and I'll make the catch. There's one out. Not enough memory, it says. PJ says 1, 2, 3. How about now? Yeah, there we go. Ernie Clement is up at the plate. Pitch on the way. Foul ball. 141 likes. Let's get to 200, man. Let's go. Get us to 200. You guys are the best. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for strike 2. I like live stream games, but I guess you're the second best thing, too. It's better than third. And fourth. 0-2. I'll take second. Pitch on the way. This one's going to be flat out over towards right field. Castellanos is there, and I'll make the catch. You mean you like broadcasts? This is streaming. Welcome to the streaming side of things. Two outs, top of the 6th. And the pitch on the way. That's taken outside. Dang, you guys cannot get Liz Hurley in that plaid shirt from Bedazzled out of my head now. I'm trying to focus on baseball. 1-0 pitch. Not a lot of action in this game. This one's going to be popped up over towards the right side. And that is going to be caught by Bryson Stott for out number 3. There we go. Going to the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 is the score. I love this. I love watching people in media getting bigger jobs. People that are in the streaming space getting bigger jobs. Congratulations to this guy, man. Where was it? Where was the news? There it is. Longtime Warriors beat writer Anthony Slater is headed now to ESPN. Sources ended up telling Front Office Sports it's another sign of major changes in the Bay Area. But congratulations to him. That's pretty cool. That's sick. I love that. I love watching people go up the chain. I really do. People think that this is an easy job. It ain't easy. If it was easy, why isn't everybody doing it? It's hard. Same thing with sports. What these athletes do, it's hard. Difference is that they get paid millions and millions of dollars. So, and people are more into, of course, when things aren't going well, you criticize them, you follow your sports teams, all that type of stuff, but none of these jobs ain't easy. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 2-2 out in Philadelphia. Here's Nick Castellanos at the plate. Pitch, foul ball. Phillies fans voted Love Shack by the B-52s as the karaoke song of the day. Today is a great day, says Destiny Legardo. I love that. Oh, 1. Fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. Oh, and 2 is the count to Castellanos. Rodriguez is on the hill, and the 0-2 is taken inside for a ball. Tim Kelly said that they had a new question 18 minutes ago on the scoreboard asking Phillies if they could have dinner with any person in history, who would it be? Right, and we talked about about Shakira being 1 for Ranger. 1-2 is taken down for ball 2. You know what Edmundo Sosa said? He said his parents, because they both passed away. 2-2. That's fouled off. Edmundo Sosa said his parents. Thought that was a really good answer. Two-two pitch on the way, swing and a miss on the pitch that was way outside. And there's one away in the bottom of the 6th. I think that's cute, man. The pitch. That's outside for a ball. The old fart says I go with Lincoln or Washington. It's a toss-up. The pitch. That's a foul ball. It's the best option, yeah, isn't it? One pitch on the way, and that's up high for ball 2. Byron Buxton just left today's Twins game with a left elbow contusion, and people were talking about him being a really good candidate to come over to the Phillies, and I'm so cautious about him because he always has some type of injury. 2-1 pitch. It's inside for ball 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We have 146 likes. We're a little bit less than halfway there to 300. Not by much. Time is called by Kepler, and I'll step out of the box. Three balls, 1 strike to former Twin Max Kepler. The 3-1 pitch fouled away. Hunter Strickland is still in the league. Wow. He's on the Angels. I had no clue. Three-two pitch to Kepler. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And he is going to be rewarded first base. Another walk allowed by the Toronto Blue Jays. Here comes JT Realmuto to the plate. Phillies have 2 runs with 2 hits. Here's JT, who's up and he takes a strike. Phillies had both of their runs in the bottom of the 4th. Came on an RBI walk by Bryson Stott and an RBI hit by a pitch to Otto Kemp. 0-1 to JT. He pops this one up over towards the first base side and foul ground. And Guerrero gives it a look, and I'll make the basket catch over the shoulder for out number 2. Really good play by Vladdy. Nick actually said Jesus Christ would be the guy that he would have dinner with. Brandon Marsh said Eminem and Lil Wayne. You can only pick one, though. He was allowed to pick 2? It's 1, Brandon. What are we doing? Pick one. I know there's a lot that you could choose, but you got to pick one. You didn't say 2. The pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 pitch to Stott. Line drive, base hit towards right center field. Kepler's going to round second. He'll go over to third. Springer throws it in over to Davis Schneider, and there's runners at the corners with 2 outs. Sosa picked 2, though. True. But that's different because that's personal. You can't just take one parent and not the other. You know? Like, that I understand. You can't just pick one parent without the other. That'd be like... That's tougher. There goes your Buxton homer. I apologize about that. That's terrible. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. The go-ahead run is over at third. Rodriguez still pitching. 0-1. Fly ball hit out over to right field. On the run is Springer, and he's there to make the catch. Runners were going. And we're going to the top of the 7th. It's still 2-2. Out of the bank. BRB. Okay, we're going to the top of the 7th. Let's go. 2-2 is the score out in Philadelphia. We'll take Vladdy. The pitch on the way, and that's taken inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. This is to Miles Straw, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, baby. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button going. Come on, man. We are on here every single day giving you Phillies content. Every single day, folks. Except for yesterday. Yesterday I did betray you guys, but it was because I had something that I had to attend to. I wouldn't say I betrayed you, but if you want to look at it that way, that's fine. 1-1. That's taken down and in for ball 2. But other than that, though, we're on here every day. We're busting our butt. We're grinding just for you guys. 2-1. That's inside and low for ball 3. So the count is now 3-1. I wants to get up to 300 likes. Let's go. 3-1 pitch to Straw. This one's grounded towards shortstop, backhanded by Turner. The throw over to first. Got him. One away. Memberships, folks, they are $2.99 a month. Renault! What's up, my guy? One out. And the pitch. It's taken on the outside corner for a strike. No balls, one strike to Jonathan Clase. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. That'll make the count now 0-2. I'm an X out of this. Not right now, though. Not stream. I'm not trying to scare you guys. 0-2 delivery. It's outside and low for a ball. The 1-2 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Two delivery. This one's grounded over to third. Bohm has it on a hop, throws it over to first, and gets Clase out. The second out of the inning recorded by Philadelphia. Good play by Bohm. Very nice play. Absolutely, Michael. Absolutely not, Michael. That's going to be the easiest stretch. I'm kidding. That's not going to be an easy stretch. Don't do it live, Michael. The pitch is taken down and in for a ball. This is Tyler Heineman who's up, hitting .417 with 2 long balls, 10 RBI. And a nice play and tagged out JT on a wild pitch. Don't know why JT went there, but still was a good tag. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. This one's grounded over to shortstop. Turner has it, throws it over to first in time, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, still tied 2-2. And the Phillies will be back in just a few moments. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. If you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay. Okay. How do I phrase this question? Which top 5 Phillies switch hitters have the most home runs? How do I put it better? Out of all the switch hitters that the Phillies have had, which Phillies players that were switch hitters have the most home runs? Oh my gosh, how do I put it? Which players have smashed the most home runs by a Phillies switch hitter? Which Phillies players have smashed the most career homers by a Phillies switch hitter? Oh my gosh. Philly fans considered Harper better than Kyle. Why, says Jack. Reputation, that's exactly why. We got a $2 donation. Thanks so much. Dave Hollins, he is in the top 5, yes. Dave Hollins has the 3rd most homers by any Phillies switch hitter. That's 1. Good job. Vittorino. Yep, he's number 2. Dykstra. Nope. J-Roll. He's number 1. So you got Hollins, Vittorino, and Rollins as 1, 2, and 3. Who's number 4 and 5? Braden Fisher is going to pitch. Who's number 4 and number 5? Rollins had 216 homers. Vittorino had 88. Hollins had 67. Anybody know the final 2? Who's number 4 and number 5? Here comes Brandon Marsh at the plate. Bowman's not a switch hitter. Nope. Pitch is taken for a strike. So Rollins is 1. Vittorino's 2. Hollins is 3. Out of all the switch hitters. Freddie Galvis is 4. And there's one more. 0-2 is the count. Bottom of the 7th. There's one more. Who's number 5? Who is number 5? O2 pitch. This one's grounded over to shortstop, and the throw over to first is just in time for the out. Cesar Hernandez. Good job. Good job, folks. You did it. Stream Deck's not working. The Stream Deck is not working. There we go. We're going to close Streamer Bot. Good job. The pitch. And that's taken for a ball. How was Marsh's at-bat recorded when the third out on a failed steal while he was up? So the Marsh then got a single in the next inning. He followed it up, so they gave him a new at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. One pitch. That's taken up high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Trey. And the pitch, here it comes. It's high for ball 3. Let's see if this works now. It looks like it's working a little bit better. Okay. 3-1 to Turner. It's a check swing foul ball. Three-two pitch. It's low and outside for ball 4. All right, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to close out chat here. All right, we're going to close out chat here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Kyle Schwarber is up. We never had a switch hitter with power, apparently. Well, J-Roll was our only one. But I don't consider J-Roll as a power hitter. Consider him as a guy who could hit home runs. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike. Let's X out of this. X out of that. Oh, 1. And that's outside for ball 1. We're still live, right? We are still live. All right, we'll look at chat on the phone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch on the way. It's outside for ball 2. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. And hit that subscribe button as well. 2-1 pitch to Schwarber. Check swing, ground ball. It's a foul ball towards the third base side. My uncle said he used to be a switch hitter back in his college days. Good. Trying to see if this runs better. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Kyle Schwarber. The pitch to Kyle. Swing and a miss. He strikes out on a curveball in the dirt. It's both funny and sad. Ugh. Cesar Hernandez is in our top 5 with most switch hit home runs. Crazy. I love Cesar. The pitch, that's a foul ball. Oh, 1 pitch to Alec. Takes it low and out and outside for a ball. Cesar Hernandez, the dog whisperer. I would like Cesar. I think he'd be a good base running coach. I do. 1-1 pitch. This one is lined foul. And out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Bohm. There's a high fly ball hit out to deep right field. Springer is there on the track, and he'll make the catch, and we're going to the top of the 8th, folks. It's still 2-2, and Bo, Vladdy, and Kirk are coming up. Schmidt was the best power hitter the Phillies ever had. Would you call Schmidt like a pure power hitter, though? Because to me, like, when I think about power, okay. Yeah, okay. You're right. But, like, I was going to say, like, I think about Schmidt more like a Bryce Harper guy. Harper doesn't just hit for power. Like, Harper is somebody that uses, like, all sides of the field. Like, Kyle Schwarber is a power guy. Howard, to me, was a power guy. But, yes, I understand what you're saying. Schmidt could hit for power, but he also could hit for hard contact. So, I guess I see, like, what you're saying. Yeah. Lozinski was a power hitter. Yeah. Yep. 232 people on here watching. I better see 232 likes, man. Let's go. So now there's no overload. There's no overload now. Hey, so I think John was talking to you. The pitch on the way, and that's up high. and inside for a ball. It is kind of creepy because if I did say Asia instead of just hi Asia, you know, yeah, I can understand that. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one's grounded over to short. It's picked up by Turner. The throw over to first is in time. Ever think of using the letters H and I? I get it. But this is also the internet. But yeah, I know. What's up, Jason? The pitch. It's taken for a ball. One-0 pitch. That's taken down for ball 2. Sleep and shame, no win today for Sanchez. I mean, at the end of the day, does it really matter if Sanchez gets the win? Like, if he just statistically gets the win? Because you know what I care more about? I care more about, like, an actual win. Like, I understand, like, what you're saying, but I'm not just, like, pointing you out. I'm just asking the question, like, do wins really mean anything now? Statistical wins for a pitcher. 3-0 on the way. This one's popped up in foul ground, and Kemp is there, makes the catch in front of the railing. And there is out number 2. Asia. John. Michael, Charlie. You guys are funny, man. The pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. It matters to Sanchez. Does it, though? Does it, though? Because the Cy Young, do wins really matter when it comes to the Cy Young? 1-0 pitch. That's taken down and out for ball 2. Chad Green is warming up in the pen. 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. It does come contract time. I thought it was about the strikeouts. Thought it was about the ERA. Three balls, 1 strike. I was only saying hi. I don't know what everybody else is doing. No, we're not. We're not criticizing you. 3-1, and that's in there for a strike. We're just saying like that. We're just saying that like when you just type in somebody's name, you know, usually people will say hi and then they say their name. That's all we were saying. We weren't like taking a shot at you, nothing like that. That's it. 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. And all right, 2-2 is the score. DeGrom won Cy Young with like a 6-12 record. That's what I'm saying. Do wins mean anything? We talked about saves the other day. I don't know. Do saves mean anything? We're going to the bottom of the 8th, 2-2. I think we can all agree this umpire is not a good umpire. Yeah. Hey, John. There you go. There you go. That's it. Teams don't hold a win-loss record against players come contract time They know what a player is worth. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm asking. Aloha. There we go. Nice. Cool. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, folks. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. It is 6:28 p.m. Eastern Time. And now my computer's running better, I see. Because I don't have anything else running except for this. Nothing else is dropping. Means I got to delete some scenes. 247 people on here watching. Hola, JJ. Hi, Michael. What's up, Michael? Got 164 likes. We got to get to 300, man. We're at 247 people on here watching. We need 36 to get to 200. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Wake 'em up. Wake up the bats. Matt Strom is warming up for the 9th, says Luke Arcani. They didn't even cut over to him. 1 ball, no strikes to Castellanos, and the next pitch is outside and low for ball 2. There's the clocks. Get them out. Get out the clocks. Get them out, baby. 2-0 pitch on the way, and that's on the outside corner for a called strike. To me, wins and losses mean nothing, and Paul Skeens is why. I'm with you. And you know who else is why? Taiwan Walker. He had 18 wins the other year. What good did that do for him? 2-1. That's down for ball 3. Do likes really matter, JJ? That was a good one. 3-1 to Castellanos. Popped up. Hit out towards shallow right field. Springer comes jogging in. Makes the grab. 1 out. That pitch was down the middle. That was Castellanos' pitch. Just did not time it well at all. So Strom will pitch the 9th. Got him pated. Pated? 1 out, bottom of the 8th, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Is pated now a new term? Kepler's up, 1-0 pitch, and it's down for ball 2. The 2-0 to Max. Here it is. Fly ball hit out to deep right field. It's going back towards the track. Goodbye, baseball! Kepler killed it. Strom will come on in to close out the 9th. 3-2 Phillies. The pitch to JT. It's outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and it's in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Charge! 1-1 pitch to JT. Foul ball. How do you like that? Kepler killed it. I like that. I like that. One ball, 2 strikes. 5 of Kepler's 8 homers have come in the 7th inning or later. 1-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. Three to 2 Phillies. Bottom of the 8th. JT is up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. 2-2 pitch. He'll ground this one over to short. Bichette shuffles his feet. Gets to it. Throws it over to first. And it's in time for out number 2. And Bryson Stott is coming up. Under 69 likes. Let's go. Stott is going to pop this one up behind home plate. Does Hyman have room? No, he does not. Goes out of play. 170 likes. Come on, man. Come on. We have shadow watchers on here. We got 88 shadow watchers. Get out of the shadows. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Mods, what are you doing? Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button, people. No balls, 1 strike to Bryson Stott, and the pitch is up high for a ball. Just because I'm saying it doesn't mean that you guys can't say it, because you guys got a job to do. You still got a job to do. 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. The Phillies have the lead. Did they really? I didn't know that, MLB. No, you're good. You're good, man. No worries. 1-2. Fouled off. There we go. Let's get that thumbs up button going. 179. That's what I'm talking about. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. It's down for ball 2. I'm trying to follow the game, JJ. It's not just you, Larry. There's other mods on here, too. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Larry's the man, though. Shout out to Larry. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 on the way to Stott. Another foul ball. Phillies love hitting off of Chad Green, I'm telling you. Every time Green comes on in, I feel like the Phillies just rake off of him. What's up, D? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 2-2 pitch on the way to Stott. Another foul ball. Yasin is here. Nice. Two balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Green comes set and fires. And guess what it is? Another foul ball. Fans are cheering on Stott for battling. Almost at 200. Almost there. 2-2 pitch. Stott's going to fly this one out towards shallow left field on the run to make the grab. For out number 3 is Clase, and we're going to the 9th. We are going to the 9th, but Max Kepler puts the Phillies up by 1, and Matt Strahm will try to seal the deal when the Phillies return to action. All right. Somebody would say that this is the lecture screen. I don't care what it is, but guess what? After the game is done, we have a post-game show. And you guys can text on into the JJ hotline. You can call on into the show. But the most important thing is just to hit the thumbs up button, spread the word, and subscribe to the channel. That's it. All right. That's all I got for you. Good luck. Have fun. As one of my people would say. One of that was one of the conductors of our musicals. He would say that. Good luck. Have fun. 266 watching, 183 thumbs ups. Let's go. Let's close them out. Let's close them out. I was wrong about Otto Kemp today being my player of the game, but guess what? He got us an RBI, so I guess maybe I wasn't wrong. I said that he would get 2 RBI, and I said that he would get 2 hits, so I was wrong about that, but I wasn't as wrong as I thought it was. Not bad. Not bad. Here comes Matt Strahm to close it out for the Phillies. $270 watching, 185 likes. Come on. Let's go. Finish strong. Finish strong. Get out of the shadows. Come and interact with JJ and tell me what your thoughts are about this game. Come talk. Can we just talk? 3-2 Phillies, top of the 9th inning. Strahm is going to close it out. Phillies are 3 outs away from getting another series win. Here's George Springer, and the first pitch is inside for a ball. Strahm has a 3.62 earned run average. 4 blown saves, though. 2 for 6 in save opportunities. 32 strikeouts in 27 innings, and the 1-0 is inside for ball 2. Tomorrow we'll wrap up the series at 1:35. Then we got the Sunday night baseball game. It'll be Giants and Dodgers at 7 o'clock. 2-0 pitch. Foul ball again. Springer 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 flyouts. The 2-1 delivery. Foul ball. Back behind the screen. Two-two pitch on the way, and a cold strike 3 at the knees. There's one away in the top of the 9th. Pachoo. Springer's down on strikes. Strahm battled back after being down in the count 2-0. Got him to look at a strike 3 call. 12 more till 200. Let's go. The pitch. This one's popped up over towards the right field side. Castellanos is there. There's 2 outs. All right, come on. Get us to 200, baby. Come on. Come on. 12 more likes. Come on. Phillies have 1 more out to go. 2 away here in the top of the 9th, and it's all up to Davis Schneider. Hit it, baby. 11. Let's go. Come on. Let's get to 200. Pitch on the way to Schneider. Popped up over towards the shallow right field side. Stott's there, and he will make the catch, and that is the ball game, and the Phillies win yet another series. Ring the bell. Philadelphia wins. Yeah. Let's go. There we go. Very nice stuff. All right. I got a post-game show. Look, my overall thoughts today, and I will get to you guys as well. I'm really proud of this team for getting the job done. I care about the wins, okay? Did it look pleasant to the eye? No. Were there problems? Yes. But in this case, I just want them to rack up the wins, man. I want them to rack up the wins, okay? That's really all that I care about. If you guys want to leave a voicemail right now, you can. 610-314-0844 is the phone number. We will also eventually be taking live phone calls, but I have a lot that I want to say. I'll tell you this, Max Kepler had a great swing in that bottom of the eighth. That was a really, really good swing by Kepler, and I was happy that he was able to put them out on top. We had a lot of opportunities today to try to come out with a W here, and even though the bad play by JT on the bases was terrible. How about Brandon Marsh not going over to third base? Jack was right on the interference call over at first. That was not smart at all either. But regardless, they got the job done. Turner had a bad play over at shortstop where he threw the ball a little bit too high to Bryson Stott. And then Stott threw it over to first, and the runner would have been out instead of beating out that double play. And then Vladdy got on with that RBI double. We can erase all those things because they won the game. Whether you like that or not, those things are going to get swept under the carpet. And that's just how the game of baseball goes. Letter grades for today, folks. Letter grades for today. Let us know in the chat down below. What are your letter grades for this afternoon's ball game? Bad defense, bad base running, no offense, except for Max Kepler's homer. I'm fine with that. Winning like this is not sustainable. I agree, Larry, but, you are going to win ugly games. That is just how it goes in the 162. I understand that. Maybe I've had 2 off days, and maybe I've sort of taken a little bit of a backseat with this. But I thought that even still, Christopher Sanchez pitched you a very, very good ball game. The bullpen was very strong today, and I do come out with more positives than not. Doesn't mean that I'm still not worried about the offense because, sure, I still am. Like, the offense had opportunities. But all I do know is that Kepler hit a big-time homer, and I'll take that. I'll take that for what it is. It's not sustainable that you're going to get 2 outs with nobody on, walk the bases loaded, and then get hit by a pitch to bring home a run, and then walk to bring home another run. That's not sustainable either. But it's also part of the 162. You're going to win bad games. You're going to lose bad games. You're going to lose good games, even though some would say, what the heck is losing a good game? It's what you call moral victories. And then you're going to win really big games as well. I'm just happy that they got a W in the books. That's what I'm happy about. And I'm happy that they got another series win. And this Blue Jays team is not a bad team. I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays, I'll tell you this, the Blue Jays really spanked the Phillies during last week, and we were criticizing them for not even putting up any fight whatsoever. At least they put up a little bit of fight today. And they're showing more signs of life during this week. So I will take that as a positive. Again, I'm not telling you that they played the best baseball of their life, that they played very, very outstanding baseball today. Could have been a lot better, but I just look at this and I just say, all right, get the sweep tomorrow. That's really all that matters. Get a nice win for Zach Wheeler. Your ace is out there tomorrow. Have his back. Sure, did they have Christopher Sanchez's back today? Not really. But they got to win. They got the win. And that, to me, is what I care about after a game like this. That's just me, though. 4 hits, though, not good enough. That's not going to win you a lot of games, but it won you today. What really won you today's game was, again, your pitching. That's what won you today's game. All right, how many people are still locked in with us? Again, give us letter grades. Larry would say D+. Fair. I understand. I'm going to go with, I will go with a C. I'll go with a C. I thought it was average today. But the reason why you get a C is because Sanchez went 7 innings, gave up no walks. The no walks is the big thing for me. 98 pitches, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, and really, we could talk about it like this. The 2 earned runs shouldn't have really been charged to him because of the bad defense that he had from Baum and also from Trey as well. Even though that was a hard hit over to Alec Baum, Baum probably should have still caught that ball. Let's call it what it is. So, I don't know. That's how I feel. I'm not really, hanging my head down today. I'm like, okay. I've been too negative on this team. I've been too down on them. I'd like to take it a little bit easier today. But that's again, that's just me. There's other people that are I'm sure going to be kicking and screaming even after a win like this. But you got the job done. And I keep coming back to that because that's what matters at the end of the day. A win is a win. And with what they've been showing you lately, I kind of felt like today they didn't deserve. I don't want to say that this team deserves to give you bad effort. And I'm not telling you that it was bad effort. But there could have been more effort, is what I'm trying to say. How do you respond tomorrow? If they put up a dud like they did today and they do that tomorrow, then I'm going to be mad. Then I'm going to be annoyed. I will be annoyed if that does happen tomorrow. We still have a good amount of people on here. We still got 142 people tuning on in. J&T says B+. Yeah. All right. I will be right back. All right, don't go anywhere. Give me 2 minutes. 2 more minutes.
Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Another win. That's really nice. 4 out of the last 5 games the Phillies have taken care of business, and they seem to have found a little bit of momentum when it comes to their pitching. Okay, that's what I'm going to say, just to be fair right now. I want you guys to hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, of course. Welcome on into the Phillies postgame show with JJ. Calling into the show, too, after my monologue is done. I'm tied up, okay, because while I understand one side of things, right, I understand that how did they get their runs? They got runs in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs, nobody on, and it took for Bowden Francis just to have a complete meltdown for the Phillies to just get 2 runs out there. Yes, understandable, valid, frustrations. I get it. I know. We've seen it a lot this year. It's fair. It's fair to feel that way. Today, I'm not choosing to go all the way over there and say that I'm mad at this team or that I'm annoyed with them, because I'm happy that they're putting together a string of wins. And I'm happy that not everything was melting down, because when things were going down for the Phillies, okay, they had that stretch where they lost like 9 of 10, and then they won a nice series against the Cubs, and now they win another series against the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays aren't a bad team. Like they're not like the Pirates. They're not horrendous, but they're not like the Dodgers where they're just this great team. I thought that in the 8th inning, we had a good swing from Max Kepler. That was really good to see. But look, okay, your 4 hitters today went 0 for 14. That's not good. Your bottom 3 hitters went 3 for 8. It's really not ideal. Your middle of the order went 1 for 8. It's not good. You should feel annoyed with the offense. The silver lining, though, to me, is that while Toronto put the Phillies in this game and gave the Phillies a little bit of more leeway, the bullpen was awesome. The bullpen did great, and Christopher Sanchez was awesome. Christopher Sanchez, we were talking about him not too long ago. We talked about his arm. We talked about his elbow. We talked about the forearm. And the forearm I was worried about, because whenever you're dealing with a forearm injury, that is something that a pitcher uses, of course, all the time, and that affects pitching. And that's usually never a good thing. But Christopher Sanchez, ever since he's dealt with that forearm injury, it does seem like he has pitched very well. You look at the month of June now, and you say to yourself, 5 earned runs allowed in 20 innings, and he gives you 18 strikeouts and lowers his ERA, that's a good day. It's a very good day for Christopher. And that's a sign of positive things to come, because Aaron Nola, whether you like it or not, with how bad Aaron Nola has been this year, and some people are now forgetting that Aaron Nola was even in the rotation just because he's been so bad this year, you need your starting pitching to go deep. And one of my questions over the last week is, are the arms, because of Luzardo's pitching and that type of stuff, when it comes to just him tipping pitches, with him tipping pitches and with Zach Wheeler not being there, and with Walker now moving to the pen, and Mick Abel going into his third outing, and Sanchez with the question marks that he was having, could they find ways to still win games? And the starting pitching is now, I'd say during this last rotation around, for the most part, has done a very good job. I mean, they won 4 out of 5 games in a row, and mainly it was because of their starting pitching. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be letting the offense off the hook. It sounds like I am today. I'm not. I'm just not choosing to go down the road of saying, I'm really angry at this team because the offense sucks, the defense was terrible. I'm not going down there today because I've been very down on this team, and I'm, for a guy that's pretty optimistic, to just go down that road every single day, it gets tiring. It does. It gets tiring. It's tiring for me. And that's just who I am. And so I kind of, maybe I sound like a traitor, but I'm kind of going back to the other side where I'm just saying, I accept that the offense wasn't great today, because it wasn't. It was not good. But I also say, the pitching did very well. And Christopher Sanchez was awesome. Coaching had issues. How does the third base coach not tell Brandon Marsh to go on over to third after the interference call was made from Vladdy Guerrero? That's bad. It's terrible. Trey Turner's throw that was a little bit high cost you a run. It did. That cost you a run. That was not good. I know that the outfielders caught a lot of fly balls today, but I'm still watching Castellanos get some slow jumps towards the ball. Still watching guys miscommunicate in the outfield. Yes, that is all still a problem. It's all still an issue. But to me, the way that I look at it is that your starting pitching has actually answered a lot more questions now. And you can't just solely rely on your starting pitching. That is true. That is true. If this was one of those games where the Phillies, they averaged 7 runs during the week, and then they just put out 2 or 3 runs, and they had a game like this, we're okay with it, because that's baseball. That stuff happens. I understand why you guys that are on the other side of things feel this way. I'm not saying that you're not valid. I'm not saying that your feelings aren't valid at all, because they are. I'm being a little bit selfish here. I'm just saying to myself, I will take the positive with the pitching today, because I really didn't know if Christopher Sanchez was going to be the same with when they were talking about his forearm issues. I go back to that because that's a serious problem. And it seems like it's not impacting him now. It doesn't mean that it can't impact him as the season goes on, because you are going to need run support for this guy so that he doesn't have to battle as much, and you don't always have to rely on him to go out there and pitch you great games. It would be really nice if the Phillies had an 8-1 lead and Sanchez could only go 5 or 6 innings. Now, you also have to have a good bullpen, but even a 7-run lead for the bullpen, it should still be good enough. Maybe not on a night-to-night basis, but it would be nice. But I just feel like today, I'm just here to say, sure, the offense was terrible. I accept that. But good job by the bullpen, good job by the starting pitching. Because that, to me, now is the identity of this team. I've come to accept it. When they hit your home runs at this point, nice. My expectations are now starting to change because of what they're realistically giving us. So with the starting pitching being the main thing that surrounds this team, how do you build around that? And I don't think Dombrowski's going to go in that direction. But that's the direction I think that they should go in, personally. You have Sanchez, you have Ranger, you have Wheeler, and you have Abel. And Aaron Nola when he comes back. How do you build around that core? How do you get a stronger bullpen? And can you get can you get guys, and again, this is my philosophy, this isn't Dave's philosophy at all. But how do you build around that? Because that's what I care more about building around. It's not really about building now around the offense. Because to me, the offense is who it is. It sounds flawed. And maybe tomorrow I feel another way. Maybe tomorrow I feel like, the offense, yes, it has to be better, but maybe you need another bat. Not saying that you don't, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just scrambling up my words. This team makes me tired. I get tired of feeling down. I get tired of feeling sad with this team. Maybe I'm just praying for something positive to come out of this. I don't know. I don't. But I'll just take the win. I will take the win. Get the sweep tomorrow. Bring out the brooms tomorrow. And get another W. That's where I am. That is where I stand on things. All right, I'm going to read text messages. You can call in into the show, too. If you guys want to call in, you're more than welcome to. Let's read some text messages. You did not do well today with runners in scoring position. We all know that. Strom was the wrong choice in the 9, facing all the righties, even though it worked out. You would have went to Romano? I don't think it was a bad choice to go with Strom, but I think it would have been a better choice to go with Romano. Sure, I'm with you there. I'll buy that. No one was hitting, but Rob didn't pinch hit once. Even coaching wasn't great today. No, they were not great. Has JT run home on that wild pitch? Should have never went. Coaching didn't put up the stop signs. Nothing. Dusty Wathan's a terrible third base coach. Cast stop the cap. So the term no cap doesn't exactly mean no lie. It actually means no exaggeration. Making things bigger than they need to be. Kind of like a caps lock button on a keyboard that makes the letters bigger. You ain't capping there. Old man Ferguson, what's up, dude? We need a closer. We're going to need a closer, he says. Or he's trying to say. We're not a great hitting team, so we play a lot of close games. We're not a good hitting team. We're not a good defensive team. Yeah. They're naturally going to play a lot of close games, and that's another reason why you do want a closer. because in the ninth inning, it'd be kind of nice to give Strom, to give Romano, to give Orion a little bit of a cushion. Because they're not ninth inning guys. I'm sorry. They're not ninth inning guys. They're not. You need a high leverage pitcher. You need somebody that can come out there that can close the deal. That's it. This team is tiring. Bohm's not knocking the ball down. That cost us a run. Pitching was a positive today. They are tiring. They're tiring. I'm tired of being negative. I'm tired of the offense not giving. I'm tired of the offense not giving you runs, and I'm just tired of. I'm tired of hoping that the offense is going to turn it around and just be consistent on a night-to-night basis. That's why I'm changing my expectations now, and I'm more focused on the starting pitching. The offense is who it is now. This has been going on for a year, where we've just been expecting this offense to just hit home runs. Like they give you warning track power. And, sure, Kepler hit the ball out today, and that was nice. Like, that was good to see. Yes. Yes, that was good to see. People want to say that there's still, like, more in there. And look, maybe a new hitting coach would help that. I'm not saying that it wouldn't. I'm just tired of feeling mad. I'm tired of feeling sad. I'm tired of feeling just down. I'm tired of it. I'm sick. I'm sick of it. That's why I wanted to have a little moment today where I just said, I'll take it. Fine. The pitching did good. And that's what I hang my hat on. But again, I'm not telling you guys I'm not telling you to wave the pom-poms, to get the cheerleaders out, to say that they're back. No. If they made you feel down, they made you feel down. And I get it. Personally, I'm just not going down that road today. If they get shut out tomorrow, if they don't show you any pulse tomorrow, they didn't show a lot of pulse today. But if they give you nothing tomorrow, it comes back out. It comes back out. Hitting is what the problem is Randy. I'll keep coming back to it. It's not just the hitting, it's the identity, it's the culture, and none of that stuff is going to change. We know, unless the man that's at the top of the helm causes a change. And the media, the guys in the media don't see it. I love Jason Stark. I listened to him the other day on 97.5 The Fanatic. I love what he does. He's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. But I do disagree with him on Topper. He says he doesn't think Topper's a bad manager. And to me, stats don't have to show it. If you're watching the game, and I'm not saying that he doesn't watch the game, but how can you live and die with just the lack of decisions the lack of aggression that he provides. Like, that to me is just, sometimes it's just not baseball to me. You can't just always be calm and act like everything's going to be fine. And when things are not fine, I'm not saying panic. We're saying show something different. Change it up. Spice it up a little bit. I'm not saying, well, you've been really nice to the guys. Now you gotta show like a new side of you. But you need to start making changes, and you have to show some type of passion. You know? JJ, I agree with you 100%. Thanks for another great called game. Thanks, Patricia. It sucks. Like, I wish that the offense was better. I wish that the bullpen was better. I wish that our manager did a better job. I do. I wish for all those things to happen. But with that being said, the starting pitching was a problem over the last week. It was an issue. It was an issue. And the pitching this last trip around has done a lot better, and I hold my hat on that. Because that was the least of my concerns, and that's why you went on that 9-10 game. You lost 9 out of your last 10 before winning a series against the Cubs, because your starting pitching was not good enough for 7 of those games. Along with the offense, along with the base running, along with the other stuff. But this pitching was winning you games before that even occurred. We need to hit and get guys in. They can, they just aren't. We're not fast or good at base running either, says Larry. No, we're not. We're not. And I go back to what Charles Barkley said earlier this week, and I listened to that whole interview today. I just wonder if the athletes today are, I mean, it sounds simple, and I know the answer is yes, but with the leeway that the players have now, is that negatively impacting them reaching their potential? Because I think it is. The chemistry, the culture, everything is so different because, and I'm for players, I've always been pro players, but are the players getting too much leeway now? With all the endorsements that you hear about, with everything with every deal that they have, and with the trainers that they get, like the personalized trainers. There's good things with getting a personalized trainer, but guess what? Not spending as much time with the team. You're getting into your own workouts, which is good, but there's a difference between individual growth and team growth. Is there not as much team growth occurring? This team is going to be the death of me, says Larry. I'm with you. See you tomorrow, says J&T. Appreciate you, man. Halftime says this game was awful by the bad hitting today, says halftime. Blue Jays gave us a gift, 2 runs. It's fair. It's fair. It's fair. Topper might be the right manager for a different team. It's just not this team. Offense played terrible, and JT should have never went home. But I'm not acting like we lost, says David. Yeah, I think that this is like where This is the type of game where we divide our emotions, and we're like, should we be angry, or should we not say and be happy, but should we just accept that? Okay, they didn't give us a lot of runs. What else is new? The pitching did very well, but they won the game. He's lackadaisical. He is. The manager is lackadaisical. When we talk about Jason Stark, again, like I love the guy. I have a lot of respect for him, but I don't really think it takes somebody who doesn't even watch the game, probably looks at it from the outside looking on in, and they just have to wonder, well, if this guy has bases loaded with 2 outs and all of a sudden is getting rocked and now it's like 6-1. If it was 1-0 and now it's 6-1, why did it take the manager that long to take that pitcher out? Anyone can ask that question. Topper coddles the vets like he's afraid to hurt their feelings. Kepler plays most days too. He's been virtually useless. Virtually useless. And then he hits a homer off of Mason Miller. Out of all the odds, like he does it against Mason Miller. And then he hits one off of Chad Green in the bottom of the 8th. It's just funny. It's just funny, man. At least he plays good defense. Kepler doesn't really play good defense, I would say. Casty's not fast. He's slow, but at least I'd still think that Casty, like if you have an outfield with like Trout or you have a good center fielder, you have a good left fielder, I think you can get by with Castellanos. Let's take this phone call here. Yo, you are on play-by-play with JJ. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, JJ?
Not too much, man. Scott. How are you?
I'm doing all right, brother.
How you feeling after this type of a game, man? I mean, look, like they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. Where are you? Where are you with this Phillies team?
For me, okay. I think I'm not having to use Strom, which we used him today, obviously. I don't think we've had to use him for June at all. Have we? Or no? Have we?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Are you when you look at this offense? Okay, like I think that it's important, especially like what you said about Strom. Really haven't had to like use him a lot, and I think that they just like wanted to use him today because he was on rest. But I would have rather used him tomorrow. But when you look at the offense, okay, the offense didn't do you a lot today. Are you on the path of, I wish that the offense gave you more, but they won the game, or I'm still mad that the offense didn't do well today, and even though they won the game, that doesn't matter? Like, where are you on that side?
They've made some good choices and some bad choices. They have.
What would you say are the bad choices?
The bad choices, okay, are making throws that they shouldn't make.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Mean.
Yeah. When is Harper going to get back? That was one of my questions.
Harper, they said they haven't put like a timetable yet on when he is going to come back, which I don't think that that's a good sign. But I also don't want them to rush him back because you don't want to mess around with one of your best players, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and Otto Kemp, man, is amazing.
I like Otto Kemp. You like him?
Yes. He's amazing.
Yeah, he is good. I think it's just really funny how things just work out sometimes. I mean, we wanted Otto Kemp. Some people wanted Justin Crawford to come up, Aiden Miller too, and Otto comes up, and here's a guy that's taken a hold of an opportunity, and he's performing, and he's getting on base. That's all that you want, right?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
What is your name, man? What's your name?
Scott.
Sal?
Scott, man.
Oh, Scott. Scott.
Yes.
Scott, man. Thank you so much for calling on in. Call back anytime, okay? Anytime.
I think I might try to call back again tomorrow.
Yeah, no, you should. You should. You should, man.
I will. I'm going to express my feelings again tomorrow.
Sounds good, man. Scott, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Scott, man. Really. He deserved that. LP, and again, you guys can call into the show too. I just want to make sure that I keep the line moving. That was nice. That was cool. I love taking phone calls. I really do. I do this for you all. I really do. I do this for you guys. And I like the setup again. Just coming on here, spitballing, giving you my thoughts, and then just having a word with you all and just hearing from the people themselves, the Philly faithful. You got to find ways to win. During the season, you win and lose games you shouldn't. I'd rather they struggle now than fizzle toward the end of the season or toward the end as the playoffs get closer. I'm interested that you brought this up, LP, because some people were thinking to themselves, well, they won the division last year. Where did that get them? Over the last 4 years, ever since they incorporated this wild card thing, well, it's really been 3 years, the extra wild card teams, you've noticed that teams that are in the 6th seed or teams that are in the 5 seed, you've seen more and more times that those teams do tend to get hot, except for last year when the Dodgers ended up going to the World Series against the Yankees. But even the Mets were considered to be one of those teams that, just sort of had a nice little Cinderella run to them. And so the question has now become, does it matter for any team to win the division, or do you just have to get the ball rolling at the right time? And I don't know where I lean. I still like winning the division. I still like having the best record in baseball because 162 tells you, okay, they did this very well during the regular season. They did this very well during the regular season. And then to just, keep up that momentum going into the postseason is what you hope for, because at the end of the day, ultimately winning the whole thing is the one thing that does matter. It matters the most. But we've had these sort of conversations, and I think that a lot of us lean more towards the side of winning the division is still valuable. But of course, you want the World Series. But the best way to do that is still to win the division. It's still to win the division. And there should be something towards that. There should be something that shows that is still valuable. What's going on? But looks aren't everything. If we can make the playoffs, we could be dangerous with a closer, says old man Ferguson. I don't know. I don't know. Because while I did say that the starting pitching has been better, and the reason why I was really frustrated during those 9 to 10 game stretch, during that 9 to 10 game stretch of when they were losing, wasn't just because of them not showing life at the plate, but it was also the starting pitching, and it came down to these conversations about culture. Like that stuff still does play into a factor. But one of these arms, like, Luzardo could tip his pitches again. Sanchez could have an injury. Zach Wheeler, I don't have any questions about Zach Wheeler. But Christopher Sanchez, that forearm fatigue could still come back. And if you're and if those certain things pop up, not saying that we want them to happen, but if they do pop up and this offense still isn't giving you any signs of life, you're screwed. You're still screwed. So, it's tough. It's tough to feel very positive about this team. I'll take the win, though. I will take the win. What else? Usually they win enough to make the playoffs, then they fizzle out. Larry says, that's no lady, that's my wife. Again, 610-314-0844 is the phone number if you guys want to call in into the show. Larry says that they were one and done last year. I don't think that they'd make the playoffs this year. Still don't. Halftime. What's up, dude? I thought the Phillies would make the playoffs and be one and done. Watching this team, they might not even make it now. Big changes have to be made to convince me otherwise. Fair. I'm with you too. I'm just not going down the road of kicking and screaming and shouting because I've come to accept that this is just who they are. This is who they are. It's a long season, and doesn't mean that I'm not happy. I'm just not going to rage. It's really not. It's just not in me. Like, when I get mad, and there's validity to it, but I'm just not going to go down that road. I'm tired of being mad. I'm not happy either. But yeah. The starting pitching is as good as any team in baseball. Absolutely they are. I'm with you. I am with you on that. But because the hitting is not good, and because the bullpen is not strong, does that wear and tear your rotation? Because now you need, like, the Dodgers have the luxury of the bats and pretty much the bullpen to have a starting pitcher have a bad day. Like, you can't have a starting pitcher give up 4 runs. You can't do that. There's no margin of error for the starting rotation. Is that correct? Is that correct? There's no margin of error. True, the starting pitching could take them all the way to the postseason. It's their one saving grace. Yes. And that's why I'm saying that they need to change their identity. What do we always talk about? The Eagles changed their identity. They said, you know what? Our bread and butter is running the damn ball. The Phillies' bread and butter, it's the starting pitching. How do you play small ball around that? Because clearly long ball is not working. It's not working on a consistent basis. You're getting warning track power from guys like Max Kepler. Kyle Schwarber can only hit so many homers. Bryce Harper, even when he was healthy, wasn't hitting homers. You saw that Bryce was only second on your team in homers with 9. Turner's not raking the ball. Casty's not raking the ball. Nobody else is raking the baseball, so you got to change your philosophy. So, I would suggest them go into more of a small ball lineup. That's not what they're going to do. I can already hear people saying, well, you're just wishing. Sure. I'm mostly concerned, says Larry, with keeping continuity with the starting pitching in a couple years when the window is closed. Sanchez, Luzardo, Abel, and Panner could be the future. And you're leaving out one person, and I know why you are, because we don't know if he's going to come back or not. It's fair. It's all fair. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this game. Should I feel more angry? Should I feel more upset? Should I feel more happy? Hey, JJ, they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. That's what we want. We want this team to win. Does it matter how they win all the time? I don't know. But anyhow, that's how it goes right now. And let's see if they can get a sweep tomorrow. I'm ready to get out of the chair. I am. I'm ready to get out of the chair. That's going to wrap it up for me. I love you all so much. I will catch you all on the next one. Laila Tov. Good night.